want you to be able to convert this lecture that I have for you and transfer this power down to your team and let them understand the power of the 8 points. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
So first, let's look at other industries. Let's look at other industries. Anybody here, you've done real estate before? Property industry, okay? Right? So if you sell a piece of land, if you sell a condominium, if you sell a bungalow, whatever it is, around the world, averagely, you get paid about 1 to 5% of the value of an asset. Am I right? 5% is a very bad asset. That's why they pay you 5%. Normally, good assets, they pay you 1%, 1.5%. Okay? So people make about 1%, 2%. If you're into the car industry, how much do people pay? When you sell a car, a brand new Mercedes, a BMW, a Toyota, how much do you get? 1.3%. So let's say the car is 200,000 ringgit. How much is the commission? 2,000 to 3,000 ringgit. Okay? So that's what people earn. Financial planning, just now somebody spoke about financial planning. People earn about 2% when they sell you a mutual fund, retirement scheme, all that stuff. And then you have electronic products, 1 to 5%. And then you have people selling health supplements online, they make about 5 to 15%. And you look at other multi-level marketings, they get paid about 10 to 30%. Who here have been in other multi-level marketing before? Okay? Now, if you look at other multi-level marketing, their frontal commission is 10 to 30%. And they pay the leaders a lot of money. And the company keeps a lot of money. But in Enagic, how Mr. Xu has designed this plan is the company pays approximately how many percent? 45%. Actually, for certain cases, if you calculate it correctly, for the KA, they're almost 50 or 50 over percent. But I want to be conservative. Let's talk about 45%. Is that good? It's very good. It's very, very good. If you were to show this to somebody that is from the business world, is this attractive? Yes or yes? Yes. Yeah. Show them the power of the 8 points. Show them the power of the 8 points. So ladies and gentlemen, I have one question to everybody here today. Do you want to 10x your Enagic business? If you want, put your hands up all the way high and say, I want to 10x my business.
I want to 10x my business.
Are you willing to make changes?
Yes.
Yes? Yes. Because it needs, and this is a real thing, okay? It's a real thing that I want you to do. It's not just a concept. It's not just an idea. It's a real thing. Okay? Is there a huge difference between a salesperson and a business owner? Is there a huge difference? What is the difference? What is the difference between these two people? Shout it out. What is the characteristic of a salesperson? They just want to sell?
Investor. Business owner is investor.
Say again?
Investor. Business owner is.
Okay. Business owner is like an investor. Okay. So salesperson, they just want to make a sale.
Yeah.
They want to make a commission.
Yeah.
Or maybe they want to ask for some referrals, right? Now that's a salesperson. Now a business owner, they think about how to expand the business, not just about closing one sale. They think about how to grow the business. Okay, they look at their sales. Okay, this month our group did 5 sales. How can I make it 8? How can I make it 10? How can I grow it? How can I go to different parts of Malaysia? How can I go to different parts of Asia, or even in other parts of the world? A business owner thinks how to grow. A salesperson thinks about the commission. Can you guys see the two differences now?
Yeah.
However, one thing that I've noticed in the Enagic business is a lot of us operate as a salesperson. They are only looking at the commission. If I sell a KA, I sell an NGA, very good money, 6A, 4A, 5A. Am I making some sense?
Yeah.
Who here, be very honest, you are operating like that, by show of hands? You're looking at the commission. Be honest, thank you very much for your honesty. But now, today, I want to transform you to think like a business owner. How can we do that? I want you to do something. I want you to do something. I want you to tell yourself, and everybody do this together. Are you guys ready? I want you guys to tell yourself and repeat after me. The 8-point commission is not my commission. Okay, we do it 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. The 8-point commission is not my commission. So a lot of people, when I talk about this around the world, they say, Simon, you're mad? Are you crazy? 8-point commission is the only commission that they know. But I tell them, I said, no. The 8-point commission, it is not your commission. It is the marketing budget given from Enagic to you to build your business. Today, a lot of you, when you sell a machine or you sell a product, you get the 8 points. Wow, that is your income for the month. Right? Or you sell 2, wow, even more income. You sell 3, wow, even more income. Right? And then you go on holiday, you spend, you buy a new car, buy a house, whatever. But I want you to consider the fact that if that is the way that you're building the business, you're not reinvesting a lot back into the business. So let me share with you what I do, what Mingwei does, and this is what I learned from Amos, what he does. Whenever we get an 8-point commission today, we reinvest at least 50% back into the business. What does that mean? Let's say this month, okay, you sell X amount of product and your commission comes in is $5,000. Let's take an example. So what we will do is we look at this $5,000, okay, I need $2,500 for my mortgage, for my bills, for my credit card, for etc. And the other $2,500 you put into another separate bank account, and this is what you call your Enagic business account. And your job, it is to think about ways how to spend all this money in expansion. What is expansion? Facebook advertising, Google advertising, roadshows, traveling. Traveling costs money, right? Traveling to different cities, traveling to different countries, offering incentives, trip incentives to your team. And you do this with every single sale. Because now what you're doing is you're willing to sacrifice your temporary enjoyment to grow your business to the next level. And ladies and gentlemen, this is something I learned from Mr. Amos here. He reinvests a lot of his own income back into the business. And there's a reason. It's not by luck he's number one in the whole world. Do you think it's by luck he's number one in the whole world? No. I don't think so. It is hard work and the right mind, the right mindset. He was doing the right things. Would you like to have a business like Amos all around the world? Yes. Yes or yes? Yes. Would you like to have a business that sells you hundreds of machines a month? Yes. Then you have to change. Because if you've been in the business for the last 3, 4, 5 years and you're not achieving the results you want, something has to change. You have to change. And the reason why we've been getting the results that we've been getting is because we invest a lot of our commissions back into the business. Are you guys getting something so far? Yes. All right? So, look at it as your marketing budget. Okay? Who here going to start doing that? Reinvesting. Now, 50% is just a guideline. It's just a guideline. For some of you who are lower rank, maybe you're 2A, 3A, 4A, it could be 20%. It could be 30%. Are you guys following me so far? Yes. And again, remember what I said just now. The best thing that you can invest in your business is to do what? Is to do what? Do you guys remember? Yes. It is to bring your team member into the event. So you can use that budget to buy the workshop tickets, to offer a trip for your new downloads to come. Are you guys getting me so far? So you have to be creative. Tell your partner left and right, be creative. You have to be creative. You can't just sit there and do the same thing over and over again and expecting a different results. It doesn't make sense. Alright? Be creative, be courageous, and dare to take the risk. Alright? That's how you can actually grow. Alright? So ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to talk about this in Enagic 2.0. So we're at a juncture right now that Enagic has already been in Malaysia for about 2 years. We are selling decently well. I wouldn't say that Enagic in Malaysia has hit a very high critical mass sale. A lot of people are still now getting more open to listening about Enagic. Just like what Yvonne said, a lot of people were very skeptical at the start. I was very skeptical at the start. But when I hear more and more people benefit and talk about Enagic, my faith and my confidence starts to grow even more. Alright? So I'd like to talk about Enagic 2.0. What is Enagic 2.0? What if you knew about Kangen Water before it was launched in your country? Would that be good for you? Oh. Oh, no response. Somebody looking at that. What if you knew about Kangen water before it was launched in your country? Would that be good for you?
Yes.
Why was it good? Because you are the first. There's something called the first movers advantage. There's something called the early bird catches the worm. But let me tell you this, yesterday Ming spoke about this. The first movers and the first advantage, or the early bird, they are the ones that go through a lot of challenges. And some people are not willing to go through these challenges. That's why these are not the first movers. The fact that you guys are in this room today is because you guys want to be the first movers. And you're willing to go through the challenges. Alright? Do you have this in your garage? What is this? Huh? What is this? It's the time machine, right? From the movie. So we don't have a time machine. We cannot go back. We can't go back to 12 years ago and say, oh, I wish I was the first in Malaysia. I wish I was the first in Penang. I wish I was the first in India, Cambodia, Philippines, Canada. No, you can't go back in time. So when I saw the Enagic demo 2 years ago, I look at this simple black box, right, that was staring at me when David was sharing it to me in the demo. I looked at this as my time machine in the Enagic business. I told myself, I'm not the first one that got to know about Kangen in Malaysia. Amos knew about it, but I didn't know Amos. I knew Ming Wei. Ming Wei joined the business much later on, and then he told it to me. I didn't know about it. But I looked at Enagic, this is my time machine. I don't need to be number one or the first person to know about Kangen in Malaysia, but I can be the pioneer for Enagic in Malaysia and the rest of the world. And because of that mindset, I learned a lot. I was calling David every day. Hey, how about this? How about that? What about how they respond? I was asking him every single question you guys can ask. And doing a lot of research online on how dangerous radiation is. I was going through all the documents, all the PowerPoints. And because of that, I started educating my team, and we became one of the top teams selling Enagic in Malaysia and now in the entire world as well. Alright? That's what we're able to do. Why? Because I believe if you want to be the pioneer, you have to take a lot of action. A lot of people wait for things to happen. Do you know what that means? My upline never sent me this. My upline never do this for me. Guys, in this business, right? Whose business is it? Is it your upline or your business? It's your business, right? So you have to be resourceful. You have to take action yourself. You cannot wait for things to happen. Because if you wait for things to happen, chances are you're already too late. Have you heard of those people? I should have bought Tesla share 10 years ago. I should have bought Bitcoin 10 years ago. Should have, could have, didn't. That's the story of everybody. Okay? So don't be that person. Take action. Okay? So why do people, let me ask you this, why do people join new network marketing companies? I'm going to try to give you a new perspective. So why do you think people like to join new network marketing companies? Whenever you have a new company in town, everybody, what do? When you have a new company, what happens? Everybody starts to, what is that? Participation equals to value. What happens? Jump in. Guys, are you here with me or not? Okay. People start to jump in. Why do they do that? What? New? First people? Opportunity?
More money.
A lot of money? Fear of missing out? What else? They want to be? Number one? So guys, maybe they are excited. Oh, there's a new product. They want to be number one. It's exciting, right? Wow, new company, new opportunity. But guys, what usually happens to most companies? What usually happens? 90% of them go out of business within the first 2 years. Am I making sense, ladies and gentlemen?
Yes.
Have you seen it happening?
Yes.
Not just in Malaysia. Have you seen it happening in India?
Yes.
In the Philippines? Even in the US, Canada, Europe? It happens. Business is the same everywhere. Business has risk. A lot of people don't make it past 2 years. So guys, it is risky business. So I want to change your perspective, ladies and gentlemen. Who here have been with Enagic for more than a year? Very, a lot of them, more than 50% of them. Now, even though you've been with Enagic for more than a year, now you have Enagic. do not look at M-Guard as just another product. If you look at M-Guard as just another product, is that powerful or not powerful? It's not powerful. If you look at it, oh, now I have Kangen. Oh, now I have M-Guard, I can sell. I can recommend. No. Now you have M-Guard, and you have a 51-year-old company called Enagic to distribute this product. Alright? I want you to change your mindset a little bit now, your perspective. You get the opportunity, you get the excitement, you get the earning potential of a new business, yet you're not exposed to the risk of a new business. Am I making sense so far, ladies and gentlemen? Are you guys seeing it from a different perspective? Because when I started the MR business, I didn't look at this as an additional product I can recommend to my customer. I treated this as a brand new business. That's why I got so excited. I treated this as a new business. And I'm so happy that now I have my existing team of Kangen users and Kangen distributors that can also start to sell MGUT. Are you guys with me? Yes. So those of you who are looking at MGUT, I want you to start changing. This is a new business. So my experience with MGUT since May 2023, how to get to 6A in the shortest time possible using MGUT. Would you guys like to learn? Yes. Who here wants to be 6A? Who here wants to be 6A2? That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. No 8 yet. You gave me the first. There's 3 dash 7s in the world. There's no dash 8 yet. You can be the first. Okay? So how do you get to 6 in the shortest possible time? Let me share with you. Now guys, MGuard, it is considered one group sale. Do you guys know that? Yeah. Some people tell me, Simon, I thought MGuard is half a group sale. Let me give you guys some clarity. MGuard is one group sale. It is only considered 0.5 group sale for the title bonuses requirement. Because when you become a 6A, you need to do 10 sales in a month of rank up to get your title bonus. Am I right? Yes. For that calculation, MGuard is 0.5. So far, so good? Yes. Means if you want to do the 10 sales, everything with MGuard, you need how many MGuard? 20. But for your 1A advancement, all the way up to the 6A, it is considered as 1. Okay? So if you need 10 groups in the one rank up, you need 20 MGuards. Are you guys clear on this so far? Yes. Good. Next one. So what is the 6A requirement? What is it? Can you guys read it out? Can you guys, everybody read it out together? You guys know this, right? Okay, if you don't know this, talk to your outline. You have to know this. A lot of people tell me, Simon, I don't need to know the details. Let me get there first, then let's get to learn the details. I said, no. You need to know where you want to go. Then you know what to do to bring you where you want to go. You can't be going like this, blinding, no direction. No, you need to know where you want to go and then have a strategy to bring yourself there in the shortest time possible. Does that make sense with you guys? So you have to know all these things. You can't say you don't know. So what is the 6A requirement? 100 group sales and 300K in sales value. So what was my secret? It was simple. I didn't have a complex strategy. Guys, one MGuard sales value. Can somebody tell me what is the USD value of one MGuard? $1,480. What is the sales value of 1KA? $4,980. So if you do some calculation, 50 MGuard and 50 KA, that gives you 100 group sales and more than $300,000 of sales value. Are you ready for 6A once you do this? Yes. Yes or yes? Yes. Are you guys following? Yes. Following, right? Yes. Now, 50 MGuard and 50 KA. Every home, would you guys agree with me that every home needs both these products? Yes or yes? Yes. Yeah. You need the Kangen. You need the MGuard. In fact, they don't just buy one MGuard, they buy more. But let's say one. If every home needs the KA, if every home needs the MGuard, how many customers do you need to become a 6A? 50 customers. And if they buy more than one MGuard, you need even lower number to become a 6A. Are you guys getting some new ideas so far? Yes. A lot of people ask me, so Simon, what do you do? Do you sell the K8 first, and then you talk to them about the MGuard later, or do you talk about MGuard, and then I said, no, you tell them both the products at the same time. Because ladies and gentlemen, remember in my training yesterday, I talked about type 1, type 2, and type 3. Which is my main focus?
Type 3.
And I tell my type 3 distributors, you need these two products, and these two are the best products for market in Enagic, and you need to get both to have 2 accounts and start your business. So that makes it easier for people to understand why, as a product, they need both, and as a business, they also need both. Are you guys getting some clarity so far?
Yes.
So I sell both. And that's how I was able to accelerate my growth in the business really quick. Are you guys getting some new ideas? Yes. New strategies? Yes. So guys, if you're not getting the results, start to change. Every home needs both. You only need 50 clients to be a 6A. It is a compelling product. What did Marcus say just now? The first C. Is it a compelling product? Yes. Both Kangen and MGuard. And it is a demo-able product. Now, demo-able, this word doesn't exist. I created it. So don't go and look at it from the dictionary. It doesn't exist. Demo-able means there are tools you can use to show what the MGuard does. Because like what Yvonne said just now, you can't see anything from the MGuard. Frequency is invisible, harmonic frequencies, so you can't see anything. But in MGuard, you have tools to make it visible. So use those tools. And it's because of those tools, like the SDR. If you have not bought your SDR, please get your SDR today. Your SDR, the blood circulation, and many other things to show people how the MGuard works. So it's a compelling product, it's a demo-able product. And for those people, you may have some people that are not able to invest in a Kangen machine right now to come into Enagic. Do you have people that want to start Enagic, but they simply can't afford the Kangen machine? Do you have some people like that? Yes. Yes, right? So MGuard is offering a lower entry cost for these people to come into the business. Once they are 3A, 4A, 5A, can they also buy their Kangen machine later on? Yes. Okay? So, leading to more Kangen sales. A great tool to revive either distributors in your network. Yvonne spoke about it. A lot of leaders spoke about it. There are people that have been sleeping in your network. You can bring them back. Do you have people in your network that are currently not active anymore? Raise up your hand if you have. Alright, have you spoken to them about MGuard? Yes or no? Not yet. Indians, I understand, is not available yet, but the rest of the world, have you been speaking to them about MGuard? No, a lot of you not yet. Create a list. Yesterday I asked you guys to create a mint list, am I right? Now I also want you guys to go back to your existing team. Not new people, existing team, and recreate a new list of people you want to bring them back into the business. Can you guys do that? And these are people already in Enagic. They are the easiest people to bring into MGuard. Who's going to do that starting today? Very good. You're going to get a lot of results, I'm telling you. Okay? It's happening for many teams already. Okay? And lastly, duplication. Duplication is the currency of our business. I want you to tell your partner left and right. Duplication is our currency. Tell your partner left and right. So what is duplication? Duplication means how fast can I get my downline to do what I'm doing? How fast? If it takes you 3 months, 6 months for your downline to do a Kangen demo, you have very slow duplication. Who here you put your money in the fixed deposit in the bank? Fixed deposit. Okay? How many percent do you get as an interest? Let's say 3%. Okay? 3% a year. Now what if I tell you there's a way you can earn money and you get paid 3% a day of interest? Would that be amazing? Yes. Would you put a lot of money inside? Oh yeah. Because 3% a day versus 3% in a year, is it a huge difference? It's huge, right? So, duplication is just like your interest in the bank in your Enagic business. MGuard, all the person needs is an MGuard and a detector. The next day, they can start to do the demo very easily. So you can create a lot more duplication. Alright? What I've experienced with the Kangen business, a lot of my teams are duplicating, but there are some people, it takes them a long time just to start to do the demo. Why? Number one, they are perfectionists. which I call them, what do you call it, procrastinators. I don't call them perfectionists, they're just procrastinating. So it takes them a long time to start to do the demo. But for MGuard, a lot of my downlines now, they buy the MGuard, they buy the detector, they're already duplicating. So tell your partner left and right, start to duplicate. And how do you duplicate? You have to keep things simple. You cannot make it a complicated process. Show the demo. Show the 8 points. Invite them for the... Can you do that? Yes. Is it easy?
Yes.
It's easier. It's easy. Don't complicate the process. And repeat the process over and over and over again until you have 20, 30, 40, 50 people with you in this room for our next event. So far, so good? Keep it simple. Okay? So you need to upgrade your skills. Your mindset. I think this weekend we have been learning a lot of new skills, right? New knowledge, mindsets, your confidence. And the best way to increase your confidence, can somebody tell me how is the best way to increase your confidence? Knowledge? Practice? Event? No. The best way to increase your confidence is by getting results. Getting results. Who here, after you close a sale, you feel super good? By show. There's a dopamine effect. That dopamine is going to carry you to go and talk to the next sale. Next sale. It's like a drug, a good drug. Our body creates it. Confidence comes from getting results. And getting results, it depends on your mindset and your skill set. You're not going to get confidence by coming to this event. You may have confidence in me and the speakers, but maybe not yourself. You have to get your own confidence by getting your own results. Am I making sense so far? And that confidence stays with you. It is not a motivation. It is not just energy. No, it is inbuilt. And you get that confidence. Okay? So you get that by getting the results. Your faith. Once you get the results, once you help more people achieve their results, your faith goes up. And the most important thing you have to upgrade, ladies and gentlemen, I talk about it all the time. What is the word? Energy. If today I stand in front of you and I talk like this, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Enagic Summit. You're not going to even listen to me. Look at all the speakers today. Create energy. Because energy, the moment you speak with energy, you speak with conviction, that's where people say, oh my God, I want to be with him. I want to be like him. I want to join her. That differentiates you from the market. Ladies and gentlemen, today, myself, I see Elisha there. Elisha and myself, we both have the same M-guard. Let's say I'm holding one M-guard, he's holding one M-guard. Is there any difference? My M-guard is an M-guard? No difference. But what is it? What could be the difference? The person. Elisha could be more powerful, more enthusiastic, more willing to help his team. That is the differentiation. Don't compete in this market with price and offering discount. You're not going to get a lot of success in this business if you're doing that. You're going to just do a short term and then you will quit. I've seen it. How you differentiate yourself in the market is yourself, your team, your community, your support system. Am I making sense so far? And if you don't have these things, you need to start building it. What is your support system? Are you running regular meetings? Are you running Zoom meetings? Are you hosting events? Are you having informal coffee meetings with your downline? Are you doing supporting work for your downlines? All these things differentiate you from the rest. Okay? Because everybody has the same product. So MGuard is already going global. So before I end, before I invite Mr. Amos Seah on the stage, I would just like to talk about some of the countries that I've been to, and we helped to launch MGuard and also on my own team. And this was actually 27 March 2025, just about 1.5 months ago. This was in Rome, in Italy, and the Italians, they're selling a lot of MGuard. All right? Rome is a very good market. Anybody know some friends from Italy? All right, talk to them about the MGuard. So this was in Rome, and then we also went to, 2 days later, we went to Lisbon in Portugal. Beautiful country, we also did a seminar there. Oops. And then 2 days later, we went to Sofia, Bulgaria. We have some Bulgarian friends here, right, in the room? Yeah. Ready? Okay, fantastic. All right, we went to Bulgaria, and then 1st of April, we're in London. Right, that's myself, Mingwei, and Cora. So this business is growing. London, we went to Bucharest, Romania. We went to Paris on the 5th of April.
And on the 8th of April, I went to Lagos, Nigeria. And let me tell you this, they love the Emguard. And they tell me, Simon, how come the world doesn't know about this yet? How come you're telling this to us now? Why not 10 years ago? I said, I didn't know about Emguard 10 years ago. Okay? So it's growing, guys. Do you want a global business?
Yes. Yes.
If you want a global business, don't just say it. You have to do it. You have to plan it. Okay? So think about one market you want to do. Don't have to tell me, don't have to tell your neighbors. It could be Singapore, it could be Indonesia, it could be Taiwan, whatever. If you have that market in your mind, put a plan to it and be intentional. Just now Yvonne spoke about the last I, MRI. Do you guys remember what is MRI? Yes. What is M?
Modeling.
Mirroring, modeling. R?
Relationship.
And I is?
Intention.
You have to be intentional about what you want to do. Because if you're not intentional, things wouldn't come your way. Am I making sense? A lot of you are intentional to come here today. That's why some of you have busy schedules, yet you are here today because you're intentional. If you want to grow a global business, you have to be intentional. You have to tell the world, I want to open this market. You have to tell the world, I want to recruit people in this market. Don't just say it. You have to plan and you have to do. And this was crazy. It was insane. Insane. I've never seen anything like it. Ridiculous. It was in Raipur, India. One of Bingway's leaders invited, because we were already transiting in India. They asked us, can we just do a short speech in India? And they said, can you just talk about Emguard, just short, even though it's not available in India yet. And this was in Raipur, India. I think Raipur is in the middle of India, right? Yes. Middle of India. And there was 4,500 people. This was not ridiculous. Like, this is not an Enagic event. This is from one team. One team. Can you imagine if the whole Enagic India came together? I think this ballroom will start to shake. I think it was amazing. And everybody loved it, and they're just waiting for Emguard to come. Okay? So guys, yep. Okay. Alright? So guys, do you want to achieve 682-3? Yes or yes? Yes. Now, something beautiful. I think Yuji mentioned something before, right? And Robert as well. When you become 682-3, Enagic, Mr. Oshiro, actually plants a nice, I think it's called bonsai. Is it bonsai? I don't know. I don't know anything about plants. A tree in Okinawa Ie Golf Course with your name on it. Is that nice? Who would like to have a tree in Okinawa? Alright. It's beautiful. Who here has your tree already in Okinawa? Raise up your hand. Can we give them a round of applause? You already have your tree. Amazing. Means they are already 682-3 and above. So Enagic is a company where it's not just about money, business. No. Mr. Oshiro and the company, what I felt being in this company for the last 11 years is Enagic and Mr. Oshiro wants you to be part of his family. That's why he does this. Alright? And apparently he looks at it every day, he waters it, and every time I go there, I make sure, are you watering my plant? Is it dead? Is it coming up? I always look, is my plant taller than the other plant? Or I do crazy things, right? But it's amazing. And you go there, it's just this lane of trees. Left and right, left and right, left and right, left and right. All the way around the golf course. Alright? Who here want to go to Okinawa and check it out? Let me tell you this, it's very important for you to go there, because when you go there, you look at it and you start to visualize that your name will be printed on these trees. Okay? So it's very beautiful. And the reason why I brought this up, this was June 2024 when I was newly promoted to 682-3, and at the same time Bingway was promoted to 682-4. That's where I got my first tree, alright? And I was very, very happy with it. We started taking photos and all that stuff. And because of Emguard, and because of my new strategy that I shared with you, which is Emguard K, Emguard K, Emguard K 50, Emguard 50K, rank up. I did it with intensity. What is the word? Intensity. There was no secret. There was no special word that I'm saying that people buy from me and they don't buy from you. No, I just did it with a lot of intensity. That's it. That's it. And why? Because my purpose is I want to be number one. and I want to increase my team. I want to help my team. I have a lot of people in my team that are inactive, not making the commissions they should be making. I want to do that. And that paid off pretty well. Because let me share with you what was my results after building the intensity, focusing on the M guard, and building the business. This was my testimonial, guys. 682-2, April 2024. 682-3, June 2024. April 2024. 682-3, June 2024. And I just ranked up to 682-4, March 2025. Thank you very much for your Alright? Guys, if I can do it, can you do it?
Yes.
I'm not as special, I'm not more special than you. We're all human beings. We have flesh, we have blood, we have emotions. Alright, just now when Marco was talking, I was crying, I ran off, I don't know. Hope you guys didn't see that. Alright? Oh, you saw? Okay. Erase it. Okay? So, we all have emotions, we're all humans. But what sets the winners and the people who are not getting results apart is your purpose and your why in the business. Do you want it? Do you really want it? Do you really want success? Yes. Because if you... Let me ask you this. Do you know the Petronas Twin Towers? You know, right? So I want to give you a visualization. If this, I'm standing on the top of the first tower, alright? And I give you 10,000 ringgit and you have to jump to the other tower, would you jump?
No.
How about if I give you 20,000?
No.
50,000?
No.
100,000?
No.
Half a million?
No.
1 million?
No.
10 million?
No.
What? Really? 50 million? Sure or not? Give first. Jackson always like that one. Okay. So, but what if I tell you your wife or your daughter is on the opposite side, and if you don't jump, they're gonna fall. If you don't jump, they will fall. Are you gonna jump?
Yes.
So you don't need the money to be your drive, your purpose. Sometimes it's about doing it for the people that you love. So have that purpose in you, and you will be so powerful, and you will not even recognize yourself once you come onto this journey with us. 10 years ago when I started this business, remember, I was an accountant, I was very boring, I couldn't speak in front of 10 people. I could not speak in front of 10 people. I started to shake. Anybody start to shake when they speak on stage? Yeah, I was shaking. I still remember I was shaking, I was doing the demo, the pH tester was like this, it was automatically going to all the water. Shaking. But then you kept doing it, you kept confronting your fears. Okay, 10 people today, I want to speak to 20 people, 30 people, let me try it out. You keep on doing it, and that's how you can level up. Okay? So guys, I hope my story inspires you. I hope some of the tips I've given you can help you take your business to the next level. And these results that I'm showing to you is not to show you how good I am, but to show you that it is possible for you to achieve the same in your Enagic business. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure to speak to you. And now, okay, I'm going to invite onto